Whoa, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
That was Dragon Warrior 3, the soundtrack, or Dragon Quest. They couldn't call it Dragon Quest in the days that this game was made, because there was already a band or some sort of thing here in America called Dragon Quest.
Oh.
So they called it Dragon Warrior, which to me sounds a little more badass, but very 80s. Anyway, tangent aside, courtesy flush, Crowwind here. This is Michael.
Hi.
He is sleepy because I just woke him up, and I'm an asshole for it. Because I could have just did this whole thing.
So, like, I'm not upset that you did it. I'm upset in the way you did it. Which
Did I? What'd I do?
I don't get how the involvement of, like, water and salsa music, and like, why? You could have just, like,
that's how my family woke me up every day, dude. You don't see me bitching and complaining about it. And the whole naked thing with mayonnaise, you love that. That's the best part about it.
It's like,
what? I get... Dude,
like,
you know how much money we fucking waste on mayonnaise alone?
Well, fucking, like, it makes me happy that you finally got some mayonnaise instead of Miracle Whip.
Hey,
like,
you know that it's different, though. They're not the same. Miracle Whip and mayonnaise,
Miracle Whip has more sugar.
It's got more good in it.
More corn in it.
Does it have corn in it?
It's probably corn syrup.
It's probably got corn in it. It's fucking America.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Sweeter.
I am a Miracle Whip person.
Miracle Whip boy.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing Breath of Fire 3 for tonight. Monday, we'll pick up Tesla Effect. Michael will pick up Tesla Effect. Excuse me. And I don't know what's happened today. I've been up since 3 in the morning, and I'm just sort of like in and out in existence. Kind of like, you know, I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I don't know what else I was going to say. I was going to bring something else up, but now that when you started talking about the way I woke you up, it just completely threw me off. So, congrats. It's not easy to do that to me.
To you for once.
Yeah, I know. It's not easy.
No.
I'm usually trying to stay on top of my toes, but you totally, like, holy fuck, you came back at me.
Got you right out of there.
Anyway, let's switch on over to the memory loading scene. Did you want to play, or did you want to take a break first, or?
I'm good. You can play.
Okay. Over to the stream cam. And I'm going to turn that music down. There we go. Back on over. So last time we left off, Ryu and his team.
We got a boat.
We got a boat.
But we couldn't go into the weird water.
We couldn't go into the deep sea because it looks like they have like the islands create kind of like a break wall.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make it doesn't make a lot of sense because usually if it's like open water, I don't know, maybe the islands are a lot closer, but everyone acts like this island is so far out of the way. It's just like
it's like you're crazy for wanting to go into the deep water.
Hold on, let me turn you. Is your microphone on? Yeah, it's on.
It's on. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I just gotta turn the game down.
No, everybody's like, don't do it. You're gonna die somehow.
But we didn't. We came to this lovely village of.
Well, this was still in the medium water.
Right. No, I mean like oh yeah, you mean crossing the sea. Yeah, everyone's like, you're crazy if you're gonna try to. You're out of your fucking mind, kid who can turn into a dragon and has killed multiple people on his way to try to figure out who he is. You're crazy.
Meanwhile, like there's that black ship that's somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll have to deal with that eventually. And
it's a pretty. We're in a pretty weird place.
Yeah.
I just got done playing VR. Does my face look weird?
No.
It looks weird normally, but I mean like.
Not that I can tell.
You do have like a bit of the pillow face.
Yeah.
Like a bit of the you were knocked out, man.
It's because I
Whoa, what am I doing? Why were you on reverse?
I didn't get much sleep.
Oh, there we go. There's nothing over here. You didn't get much sleep?
I didn't get much sleep, like not last night, but the night before. And
these controls. I swear to God.
And then so I took a nap when I got home, and then last night I got some sleep, but it wasn't like great because I kept like
Fuck it, we're going in.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just wanted to do that. I don't know where else to go.
Well, it's like we tried to do that last time, and they were like, "We can't do it."
We're almost there. You all better get back inside the boat. Zangief. It's Zig, but we all know who he is.
Yeah.
It's come on.
Well,
It's Capcom. You think they would actually try to create original
he was all there.
boat captain character? I mean, the creators of this game came up with some pretty creative ass characters.
Yeah, maybe they just tapped out.
Oh shit! It's too much. She'll break up. We better go back. And Ray's throwing up. He's just out of it. And Pico is just like, fuck. That was too much. Alright then. I'd hear stories, but I never imagined it'd be this bad. Wish I had a gruffer voice, but I'm not born with such a deep, manly voice. I'm born with this one. I know I told ya. If anyone could get there, I could. But I don't know if I can do it in this boat. Now you just hold on a minute. Are you trying to say that we should trying to get across? That's not how she sounds, by the way. It's just me being a jerk. She has a normal voice. She's like, if the best sailor in Rapala can't do it, what are we supposed to do then?
You know how Ryu sounds?
How you want me to sound sometimes? Oh, man. I guess I don't have what it takes. to be like the legendary mariner. Legendary mariner? Could you take us across the ocean?
It's not quite like that. We sailors have a legend about a sailor living in here in the inner sea, who came here from the other side of the ocean. But it's just a legend, a story.
Even if it's only a legend, there has to be some truth behind it. Tell us about him.
Well, you see, I don't really know much about him. There's a little town north of Rapala called Parch. The mayor there might know something, maybe.
Parch it is then. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let me know when you're ready to go.
No,
Everyone
so,
hears.
Like, I just... My sleep wasn't... It felt like I was interrupting it myself. Like, I could have just slept from, like, A to B, but I was worried I was going to oversleep or I was going to do something, and so I got up, and I was okay to go to work, and that was fine. But then I got back, and I was just so tired.
Everything caught up with you.
Yeah. The whole trip's gonna be like this. Up, down, back and forth. You can count me out.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it like this. I have taken cats in cars.
Yeah.
They're not a fan.
Yeah.
They're not a fan. And they throw up.
Ready to go?
Let's do it.
The
Welcome to the boat ragtime.
The only time I ever... the only time I ever took a cat in the car was when,
Maybe I should take your cat to the vet or something.
Oliver got into a fight, which is how he split his ear. And we were worried about him. So, like, I called my dad, and he was like, well, take him to the vet. And so I put him in his carrier, and I took him to the vet. And he didn't know what was going on, so he was, like, real, just concerned.
He was just like,
No, no. So I put my finger, into, like, through the cage, and he just put his paw on my finger, and I drove to the vet like that. I don't know if that, like, made him feel any
see,
better.
you were smart. You got a carrier.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Oh my god. Actually, my cat, the white cat I had, didn't mind it at all.
Yeah, if we take that
But the
cat
other two?
anywhere, we give him a carrier.
Like, unless they were in a carrier. Like, when I took them down to Arizona,
Yeah.
they were cool as shit in the carriers. They loved the whole trip.
Yeah.
You know, they were very calm. And then when I, but if I took them out, they were like,
Yeah.
All right, we gotta look for this guy, the mayor of Parch, because he's gonna tell us how to find the legendary mariner.
Legendary.
Here,
Oh,
it's
there
this
he
guy
is,
right
yeah.
here.
He doesn't want to talk.
Yeah? Legendary mariner? If I tell the story again, you're just gonna give me more of that nasty fish to eat, aren't you? If all they got is for me to eat is fish, well, I'll just sit here and starve to death, I will. When I'm dead, put my ashes in the Machias River. Isn't there anything can be done to cheer him up? What a jerk off. Nice boots, dick. Our staple food's fish, you know, but the mayor doesn't like fish ever since he got sick. Now he hardly speaks to anyone. Oh, that's terrible. The mayor's originally from Central Windia. Maybe he's homesick for some Windian cooking?
So, there's that river and then Windia cooking. So, that's our...
Well, who can cook?
Um,
You folks want to cross the air to sea? Why would you want to do such a dangerous thing like that?
well,
What the fuck?
Do we know a cook?
Yeah, I think. I'm going to say it's Hachio,
Hachio.
the cat. Chef.
Oh, yeah, that dude. Okay.
The one who's got the big giant knife and he sits in Windia's royal kitchen.
Yeah, just hanging out,
Excuse me.
waiting to do something for us. Sure, they'll be happy to see us back in Windia.
Dude, I'm just gonna go in through the basement all quiet like. Fucking in and out. That's all I was gonna say. That's it. Just like fucking in and out, quiet. No one's gonna even know we're there. Except for the people we're gonna talk to. Can I? Why do I have to? Ugh. I just want to get off the fucking boat. Don't make me turn this shit around. It's like, oh, well, we don't have to turn it around. We just go in reverse. Motherfucker, I don't want to go in reverse. Jesus, you people need to get your fucking pest thing. Like, I've never seen so many RPG insects in one spot. Sea lice.
Sea lice are no joke.
Yeah?
It's like,
Have any experience with sea lice? Because I've never, like...
not really. I just know that, like, they get on whales, and then they get a bunch of them on like a whale tail, or like somewhere on them, and it's not good for the whale. Like, it eats their skin and flesh, and it's hard for them to get it off. I read a story about, I can't remember if it was whale lice or if it was just barnacles, but it's probably whale lice because barnacles would be hard to scrape off.
Right.
But there's a diver who, like, he was near his ship, and I think the whale was like rubbing itself against the ship, and so he grabbed like a tool, just like the thing that he had available, and started scraping the stuff off of the whale, and the whale was just like loving it. It was like, oh, thank God.
My God.
So cool.
Nothing better than like helping an animal out and they're
Yeah.
just like, dude, fucking props.
So great. Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's like, whales get all kinds of shit growing on them, and it's like, how do you, like, maybe it's like we are with bacteria, but I feel like a whale,
I don't know, if something was growing on me and someone cut it off, I'd be pretty happy.
yeah, like fucking barnacles, like that's weird.
We have cancer.
But that's like us. Like, it's not like a thing that came and did it. And everything pretty much has.
Oh, let me guess. You've heard about me and have come to study to be cooks, yes? Huh, wonderful. You have all the ingredients I asked for. All right then, I make you my apprentices. I'll make you into a first-rate cook in no time.
Sure. Come again, jerk. Don't fucking talk to me. So, maybe it's this guy. Everyone in the castle is on Princess Nina's side except the queen. Yeah.
So you can make, you can have somebody study under the cook as a master.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for leveling up, though. It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with this
nothing
quest.
to do with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's another place we could try. I'm trying to dig deep into memories. I know what I have to do.
Yeah.
As far as like this quest goes, I just don't remember who initiates the part that we're going to. Since he said he's from Central Windia, and this is actually a part of the game that there's a couple parts to this game that you'll do that kind of slow it down, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
To me, anyway, I feel like this kind of slows it down. It's interesting because you have to actually make fish and you have to do the ingredients and do it right.
Oh.
But your whole thing is like, I want to cross the ocean. Why am I appeasing to this guy?
Yeah.
He's the only one who knows about the legendary mariner.
It's like
But we're way too nice. We're willing to go, not even
Yeah.
go out of our way, go across the fucking country to
Yeah.
make this guy happy. Instead of just being like, well,
That's
I
pretty
didn't want to
fucked.
have to burn this whole village down to
Yeah.
find out what I need to know, but sometimes things just gotta happen.
Hey, sometimes people don't talk when they're supposed to, and
The fuck is her problem? This is Yilkov. This is Likov. He's pretty, isn't he? It's a cat. Her name is Miyuki. Isn't she cute? Not really. I built my studio here for 2 reasons, yes? 1 is because it's quiet here, and 2 is because the Shisu is so too delicious, yes? Shisu is a rare delicacy to those outside makers, but we enjoy it often. It's prepared by kneading together the seeds of Shally Tree with the vinegar into a small ball. Then you add a dash of horseradish, and finally, it's topped off with a succulent fresh slice of mackerel. What do you want to know how to make shisu for? Oh, this is her.
Oh, okay.
You want to get someone who hates fish to eat fish. Then shisu is the best choice. It's really good. You don't even know you're eating fish. Okay, let me show you how to make it. First off, you put the mackerel on top of the Shally seeds. Then they've been put in vinegar, and then put on a little horseradish, and then squeeze it together. All right.
Squeeze it together?
Well, it's more like kneading than squeezing. I'll tell you what. Why don't you come back here after you get all the ingredients, and I'll show you how. I don't want you to get confused if I tell you everything at once. Anything else you want to know? Yeah, why don't you fucking make it? We'll pay you. You're welcome. Come back once you got everything. I'll help you put it all together. All right.
So you need seeds, vinegar, mackerel, and
So-
horseradish.
Shally seeds right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need to get Piku. Piku. It's what? Peko.
Pecco.
To do it. Reminds me of those like little, you know, that candy that's chalk basically.
Pez.
No, the other thing. It's like the
Necco
flat.
wafers?
Yeah, Necco. I keep thinking when I hear Peko, I think of Necco.
Okay.
Necco wafers. Basically, it's just like, yeah, I like chalk. They put it in candy form now.
I wonder if they call Necco wafers in Japan.
Probably.
'Cause that'd be cool. Just like
If they have them.
cat wafers, they probably have something like it. You know what? I had a candy. They call them satellite or like satellites,
What's that?
but they're So I can't remember if
What kind of candy is a satellite, though?
Well, I'm trying to describe it. So what it is have you had like a communion wafer?
No. Is that a religious thing?
Yeah.
Sounds like. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me think of another.
It's the body of Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
heard of that.
Yeah. But it's like the satellite's the same kind of texture, but they make it a little bit sweet and a little bit sour, and on the inside there's like pixie stick dust. And it's about the size of it's like a mouthful. So you can put it all in your mouth at once. And it's just like, it's almost like the shape of a football, maybe a little bit rounder.
Uh-huh.
And it's puffed up. So it's like if you shook them, you could hear the pixie stick dust being shaken around in it.
That's so bizarre.
It's
Never heard of this candy before.
I don't know if they have them in America, because when I got to eat them was when I traded candy with somebody from Britain. And it's pretty popular there. Like you can find it in any like British
Oh,
penny
so
store.
it's not even American candy?
I don't think so. Like I think if you looked hard you might be able to find it. But it's
All right.
yeah. That was good. It was expensive to do that. Like it was stupid expensive to do that, but it was also like really fun. But it's like buying the candy wasn't even the most expensive part. Sending it was, because it was like £5, maybe more. Send it through like the USPS, and
For that one little block of candy, you
For
paid
like a
way
big for a big package of stuff, it was like $70-80 to send it to Britain.
crazy.
And I'm like, jeez, really? But
All right, now it's time for Gar. He's gonna pull up some
Oh.
water out of this well. Say, fella, you look pretty strong there.
well,
Think you could help me for a minute?
I need you to get some water out of the well here.
water out the well.
See, they have this rope pulling animation, and they're like, we need to do this more than once.
It's like we're not going to use the pulley that's right
I'll
there.
Listen carefully. And like we're listening. Gar's like, well, shouldn't I be listening? First, you lower the rope by hitting the triangle button. Well, when the bucket at the end of the rope hits water, you'll hear a splash sound. When you do, stop lowering the rope. Also, make sure you remember how many times you push the button, okay? Then use the directional button to move the bucket back and forth. To get it into the water, keep moving it until you hear the bucket filling up. When you're done filling the bucket, pull the bucket up by pressing the X button. You have to press the X button the same number of times as you press the triangle button. Can I just pull the whole rope up? Why is it gotta be this fucking complicated? And that's how we draw water, see? If you press the button too slowly, or you don't listen carefully to the sounds, you'll mess up, so be careful. Got it? Want me to explain it one more time? No. Well, alright. There you go. Ready, set, go.
It's like a Mario Party game.
It's like super
This is
easy.
very triumphant music.
You did it! Thanks so much. Thanks to you, I was finally able to get the water out. I know it's not much, but here, have some vinegar.
Sweet.
Come back if you ever need more water. And that's how you get the vinegar.
Alright. You got the vinegar.
So you're asking yourself, what would you ever think? Why would you ever think to come here? It's almost like they're thinking, let's just pad a little extra time. I would never think to come here. The only reason why I did as a kid was because I went online and looked it up
Wow.
on dial-up.
Wow.
Like, I had no idea. I'm like, I got stuck at this part, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? I'm like talking to people. He's like, oh, we need someone strong to pull water. I was like, I don't fucking need water. I need vinegar.
Yeah.
The motherfucker had the vinegar.
I once it was a Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past on no, it wasn't A Link to the Past. It was the Game Boy Color one where it's all the dream of a whale.
Oh, I think that is Link to the Past.
Is it?
Yeah. I think so.
Alright.
Yeah. I think that's
Well,
the one where he washes up on the beach, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what's the SNES one?
I think that's also Link to the Past. They're both the same game.
No. No. Link to the Past is the SNES, and that one's real. But the Game Boy Color one it's different. Like it's legitimately the dream of a whale, and it doesn't really fit in the can. It's a weird game, but I got stuck at a certain part, and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to use the internet to ask questions, but I did know they made game books that walk you through.
Oh yeah, game
Yeah.
guides.
So I bought.
I love those,
I
man.
bought the game guide. I had my mom. Actually, I didn't buy it. I had my mom buy it for me because
Oh.
I didn't have a credit card or whatever. And then I got it. And then you want to know what I didn't know?
What was it?
I had to kill all the bats in one room. That's what I didn't do. I didn't kill all the enemies in one room.
Yeah,
And so
Zelda
I
can
didn't
catch you like that.
progress.
Like, you get so confident, and because the game does throw puzzles at you, you feel like you're figuring them out. But then you get to, like, one where you're like, what the fuck do I do?
Where does it
And it's
go?
something as simple as, like,
Yeah.
oh, you just kill
You just have
everything.
to kill everything, yeah.
Or sometimes you just overthink it,
Mm.
and you do something else. You might be asking, so why are you teleporting around? What's going on here? Probably not, but I'm going to answer you anyway.
Is there only one central location where you can choose?
No, there's two.
Oh, okay.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Alright.
Right now, this is just this side of the world. Because the other side of the ocean.
Oh, so once you get to the other side of the ocean...
It's like another
okay.
world altogether.
Oh, neat. Is it, like, really big?
It's padded.
Okay.
It is big. There are some parts that are pretty long. I wouldn't say it's as big as this strip.
Yeah.
It's pretty big, but it's not as big as this strip. There is a part that we're gonna do, not in this stream, but definitely later streams as we play this.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to cause us to want to kill ourselves, but it'll be all right. They have the same.
Do you have to go to every city and tell the mayor that something's
No.
happening? No. Okay.
Nope. This game has a walking simulator, and it's an annoying one too.
Walking simulator.
Oh yeah, it has a walking simulator, and when you finally do it, you kind of feel like done. Dun dun. Bum, 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 bum. Is that move even like? I always see people in games doing this move, but whenever I see people with knives, they don't normally hold them like in reverse. They just like more effective to just stab them and slice like that.
Well, it's like,
The reverse strike is always kind of weird to me.
yeah.
Like it looks sweet.
The
I think I already got horseradish. I think.
Sith Apprentice
just make
was like that.
Yeah,
He held
the
his
Force
blades.
Unleashed.
Yeah, he held his blades.
But it's
backwards.
a lightsaber, so it doesn't matter how hard you hit somebody.
Yeah, but it was also weird. Like it was like I've held a sword like that, and
Fucking horseradish is right there.
no,
Why would you ever fucking think to go there?
I don't know. Which is like, since there's no like weight to it, I suppose that makes it a little bit easier. But the way he was doing it, it was just like fucking slinging them around. And I'm like, no, I'd probably hurt myself if I had a lightsaber. Just, I'd have to get like, they have the training ones that like tase you if you hit yourself.
Yeah, I call them like the glow sticks.
Yeah. They give them to all the apprentices.
They have like an actual name. They do use them, and they have ones that can be lethal. But they don't cut like a lightsaber. Basically, you're like you're hitting someone with an energy weapon, but it's not an energy weapon
Yeah.
that fucking cuts through
Yeah.
shit. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know.
It's a training equivalent, which is nice. It's like you don't just automatically, like if you're a young Padawan doing your circle ball exercises, you don't want to just accidentally cut your face off. And
I always there was actually someone who took the footage of Bruce Lee with the nunchucks and they put it as lightsabers, and I'm like,
yeah.
nunchuck lightsabers are basically like a suicide weapon.
Well, it's like
You see, if you see someone pull that out in a fight in a Jedi fight, you're like, I'm not fighting you. If you're good with those, I'm probably going to. Like, what are you gonna do?
well, it's like
I also like that lasers in science fiction have a travel time like bullets, but
Well,
lasers in real life have no travel.
Well, they
like
have
they go
to-
at the speed of light.
they have to slow the laser down for it to be lethal. Like that's the excuse. It's like we figured out that if you can slow the laser down, the energy compounds on itself and then becomes an actual like projectile. But if you just don't do
What
that,
happened to physics, man? It just seems like such like
yeah.
But I always think that's funny. It's like someone actually took a Star Trek phaser and put one of those high-end lasers in it, and it was like setting things on fire. Like it was pretty strong.
Yeah, no, lasers are no joke. You can really fuck things up with it, but it's
So that would be pretty devastating, is to have like a laser like that big, like in circumference, and just like shooting shooting someone with, and it's just a constant beam.
It's
so
like
it's just,
the FTL laser.
Ugh.
FTL lasers are frightening.
Yeah. Is that you talking about from the game FTL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Probably how it would work.
Oh, what was the one laser where it's like it just kills bioorganic
it's the
material?
Bio-laser. It's like it's insanely frightening because it just hurts people. And then
which is useful when you're trying to get through the game because parts, man.
Well, there's the one where it's like, this doesn't hurt the ship or the people in it, but it does set fire over every room that it touches. And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Alright, I gotta catch a fish here. We need mackerel. This is probably a little overpowered for these fish, but... Come on, you fucker. You know you want it. That fish is like such a picky eater. Caro's not dealing it. Let's do a frog.
But I thought that was poor frog.
Oh, it's not alive. This is just fake bait, man.
Okay.
I don't like to think of them as real. Please don't put that on me. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on. You know you want it. Woo! Oh, you're not the fucking thing I want. Get out of here, fucking pufferfish. Nobody likes you. Oh, I got the deluxe rod, didn't I?
Not too bad.
Fuck you.
Too bad.
That's too bad. Fuck you. You don't know me.
That's too bad. What's that from?
I have no idea.
I feel like it's from something.
Are you a pufferfish? Do you want some of this? What am I doing? Yeah, you can't fucking run away from me. Yeah, you can. I'm kidding. Stop. Oh yeah, you're the fish I want right there. So you like how I add music to the game? Aren't I so good? Come on. Where the fuck are you going?
Just let me kill you.
There's stuff on the shore. Look, it'll be all good. Look, we have to feed you to some asshole mayor who won't talk to us because he's so fucking hungry. I just like doing that.
Got him.
Very good.
Got him.
Very good.
Very good.
All
Fuck you. You don't know me. I hate that guy. Actually, he's okay. Very good. What fucking... Thank you.
Okay, check
I don't
on
want to make
his
fun of somebody
fairies.
with Down syndrome. I think that's like his favorite thing, is do like fish announcements. You know? I mean, that's what it... Nothing new, except for that one death.
You missed the funeral, by the way.
It's just... We had the funeral, but you weren't there. It's alright.
The one who wrote messages is the one who died.
It was
so-
Pooh.
Pooh.
Or Poe, or whatever.
Someone.
Pooh is from, what do you call it?
Winnie the Pooh?
Or Earthbound.
Oh. Yeah, Pooh is from Earthbound. Still have not beat that game.
It's okay, you don't have to.
No.
You really don't. It's a lot. It's really like if you really want to beat it, go right ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great game. It does a lot of introspective stuff, but I'm not.
No.
I'm good. I'm fine. I watched somebody else do it.
Well, I'm kind of like,
I took the journey with somebody else
yeah.
because I was like, I'm not playing this.
I just got really interested in it after Undertale came out because that was the inspiration, and I was like, oh, I want to see. And I played it, and I liked it, and I got like further than I had gotten before, but not just not all the way through.
Undertale is one of those games that's also like incredibly popular.
It's just a good game.
Well, I
But it
mean, because of
also-
all of the students that I work with, like, ugh. Man.
Well, it's like,
Nothing against the game, but man, it's like the Sonic fandom.
well, yeah, it's like
It's insane.
Dude made really good characters. Well, and like some people would argue, not even good characters, just characters that were easy to be, like, well, they're well written too. So it's like you read about them and you see them and you interact with them in the game and you're like, these are funny, fun, interesting characters that I want to invest myself in. And it's got that caliber of just, and I feel like there's a formula for that, but I also feel like
You don't want somebody to really like.
well, it's like it's difficult because it's like you think that's just something somebody could come up with, but very clearly you can't. Like you can't just make like have a bunch of lovable characters. Like we don't love Nina, we don't love Momo, we don't think they're interesting.
hold on.
And
You can hate on Nina all you want to, Michael, but you fucking talk about Momo like that again, I will kick you off this stream forever.
well, it's like we don't even have like personal investment in any of these characters. Like they did some interesting things. We know Momo doesn't have a father anymore, and she just kind of messes around with stuff and.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, what were we
What are you
saying?
doing?
Talking shit. What were we saying?
Do?
I didn't do anything.
We-
There's nothing happening. You're fine.
You did. You did the. That's an old one. We haven't pulled that out for a long time.
Dude, Momo's like one of my favorite characters.
Well, she's a good character. I'm just saying, it's like
You're
haven't-
not invested. And
I haven't fallen in love with any of these characters.
I don't particularly I haven't fallen in love with any of them either, but I don't particularly care for Nina that much because she is literally the love interest character,
Yeah.
magic girl.
Mm-hmm.
Ryu is just the you insert your personality here character.
Yeah.
Gar's pretty interesting, but for the most part, his motives are a little off.
Yeah.
And Ray is just sort of like he's almost like he's a character just living in the game.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, shit's just happening. I guess I'm gonna be a part of it.
So sit on it and just be a part. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like I care about Mass Effect's characters more than.
Well, Mass Effect's characters are well developed, and a lot of years of game development has happened between this game and that game. This
Yeah.
game came out in '96, and Mass Effect came out 2006,
Yeah.
2007.
But it's like, what was like, who do I give a fuck about? Like, in Earthbound, like you care about the one girl because like thematically in the game, what she does is like she prays for you, and it's a miracle when it heals you, which is really fucking weird. But because of that, she was kidnapped, and you have to save her, which is legitimate. It's like, okay, yeah, somebody would kidnap this person, and then I don't know if you play as her at a certain part, but then there's this one kid who with like the glasses,
Yeah.
and he's escaping from like the orphanage, and he's
Oh,
saying
no.
goodbye to all his friends, and you do play as him, and like that they're interesting.
It's hard to
and
compare.
It's like
I was
yeah.
gonna say it's really hard to compare any game to Earthbound and in characters and writing because those characters, Earthbound is in its own fucking stratosphere.
That's very true.
It's like you can't compare Mass Effect's character writing to you can try to Earthbound, but it's not gonna look very good. I mean, what's a good character from the first Mass Effect?
Rex.
Rex is a fantastic
Rex is
character.
a great character. So is Tali.
Tali, yeah.
Tali's a good character. The Legion. Legion's an interesting character. Particularly because of his
I love how you didn't.
Or it's
What? Ashley's not that.
your character trait is racism.
Oh God,
It's
dude.
like, I am Hispanic and I hate aliens. I'm like you. And then there's the BioWare curse of like the first man is the boringest, blandest.
And
piece
you know
of
what?
ham.
It's the same thing that happened in all. It is
It's
in every Mass
every-
Effect. Like in Andromeda, it was Cora, and Cora is like she looks cool, but she's just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to be your number 2,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Well, that's like is it it's BioWare games where, because it's like Knights of the Old Republic. It's was it Kyle Katarn?
No, well, I wouldn't say it. You talking about the roguish guy?
He's like your first party member.
Yeah,
He's actually, now that I think of him, he's kind of like
he's like supposed to be like the Han Solo character.
kind of like he was like I remember it's talking about caterpillar shit. There you go. Shallot seeds. How many do you need?
I just wanted to get enough.
Get some extra.
I'm gonna do a quick save, so I don't want to do this part over again. I hate this part.
But his motivation and his character and his everything is like he's just a boring wet blanket of a person, and
I don't even remember his name.
exactly, which is like
I remember Ashley's because she was really like she was
overt.
yeah, she was very overt about the way she wore her emotions on her sleeve.
Mhm.
She's like, Commander, we just can't do that. And it's like, I'm sorry, what
Just-
rank am I again?
Why do you just call me? And then what do I do? And then what do you do when I tell you what to do?
And also, are you in the military or are
I
you
am a
not?
commander. I give you commands, and you follow my fucking commands. So if you're gonna suck that dick, you're gonna get on your knees and you're gonna suck that half alien.
Of course, she had to be like the super conservative character
Yeah.
and really just like overt.
With like a McGaw hat, and
Whereas the other guy, and I forget his name, it's
this is the black guy,
no,
boring black guy.
no, he's also Hispanic.
Is he?
Yes, you're thinking of what's his name from Mass Effect 2?
There's another dude from Mass Effect 1 though, right?
No. There's a
Pretty
dude.
sure.
It's
It was
Ashley
like
or
it was like your default party members was
Yeah.
Ashley and some dude.
yes, and that's what I'm saying. He was Hispanic.
Okay, he's Hispanic.
Yeah.
All right. But I don't even remember what the hell his
I don't remember
problem
either.
was, because he's boring, and that is the
You got everything right.
BioWare
All right then. I'll tell you how to make shisu, not sushi. Shisu.
she used to.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Slicing the mackerel. The mackerel slices will be larger or smaller depending on how big of fish it catch. The bigger fish, the larger the slices will be. Anything else you want to know? Okay. The more chalet seeds you use, the bigger the ball will be. I know that's obvious, but just because you can make something big doesn't mean you should. The trick is to make sure the size of the ball matches the size of the mackerel slices. That's really important. Anything else? Vinegar. As a general rule, you should keep the ratio of vinegar to chalet seeds at about a quarter or so. And, okay. How much horseradish? You'll have to balance the amount of horseradish with the amount of chalet seeds and mackerel you've used. If you used a lot of mackerel, then use a lot. If you have more chalet seeds than mackerel, then not so much. Okay. Kneading. The most important thing you have to remember is that as you knead it, the chalet will shrink. A good knead means you only lose about 1 chalet seed. My mother taught me that you shouldn't knead it more than twice. Anything else you want to know? Okay. Thanks for everything. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the bigger the sishu, the better. But more important, the size is balance. If we say the mackerel is 10, then we want the chalet to be 8. The vinegar to be 2. And the horseradish to be 4. Got it? Might be hard to understand from this explanation, but you'll get the hang of it once you try it. Okay.
Okay.
Why are we doing this?
So now, like, where do you do it?
We got to go back to the fish village.
Okay.
I'm gonna get more, just to have him. He's an onion. It doesn't hurt.
There's a lot of shit in this tree, huh?
I mean, we could just like stand on Ray's shoulders and get it, but he is like one of the taller characters. Or maybe we just have him jump up the tree.
Well, then you get stuck in there, and then we'd have to call the fire department, and
Yeah. Well.
they probably would take a while, and it's a big place, and they don't have engines, and
Yeah. The fire engine's broken down.
they just set it on fire, and they'd be like, "All right." That's what the fire department does in this world. So they don't put fires out; they set fires to get people out of things.
And they're just like, why did you think we were called firemen?
We're not called the water department. That's what you would call if you wanted to put some like fire out, right?
But they'll call the water
We're
department.
called the fire department because we set fires.
And you call the water department, they're like, no, we just deliver water to people's homes. I think you got the wrong. You sure you don't want?
No, you want the you. This is the bottled water department. You want the free water department. You end up calling
The
lake-
bureaucracy
the
just
lake water
keeps going.
service, and it's just like once you get it straight, it's actually a pretty good system. But like it takes some investment.
Hey, we're gonna take the boat again. Thanks.
Bede, how you doing? Bede.
Bead.
Just passing Bede and just saying hi. Yeah, that was a lot of trouble.
I hated this part. I just it's just annoying because it's like
Like I could understand if you had that same thing but shrunk down to this village, so you just have to talk to each person.
and you have to go through so much to do it, and you
Like,
can
you
get
go
it
through the
wrong and
whole-
have to go collect all the
Yeah.
materials
You
again.
have to go through the whole goddamn world.
But luckily, just hit F1, or you can just save it in the
Oh.
boat.
You do a quick save.
Yeah.
Nice.
Save.
Save states. That's the coolest thing about emulators.
Yeah. He doesn't like fish ever since he got sick. Now he hardly speaks to anyone. Okay, maybe this guy. The mayor is so stubborn. Is there no way to get through to him? Huh? What? Feed him fish? The mayor? Shisu. But would it work? We won't know unless we try, I guess. Let's try it then. Wow, we got
You
enough
got a
Shally.
lot of Shally seeds, huh?
That's
Alright.
not my plan.
Need the Shisu. Oh, you want to...
Mackerel.
Okay. And then some Shally seed. And then you want to get it to like about equal.
This can be tough.
Yeah, did you just use about 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that's about right. And then 2 vinegar. And then 4 horseradish. And then now you need it. And then you'll want to do it. Yeah, it's probably good. Maybe more rice, but that looks like you did it.
What's this? This is Shisu.
Whoa! Japan to the max.
Oh my god. Phew. That horseradish got a good kick to it.
Oh, it was wasabi. Alright.
Ryu Shisu playing work. The mayor's in high spirits again. Hey, you know how to fucking make some shishu, man.
That worked out.
Now you got to do it in real life.
Well, what I would do, I'd just buy the fish and I'd just eat the raw fish. Like, I probably wouldn't even make the rice. Because, like, the fish is just good enough. But the fish is expensive. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if there's, like, is there, like, a fresh fish market anywhere near us?
Mm-hmm. West Side Market.
Okay. Like, maybe I'll have to go there and buy a tuna and try and cut up the tuna sometime.
All right,
Because that'd be
good.
nice. And just eat tuna, but...
Normally, I'd tell you to get such foolish notions out of your head, but I owe you for the Shisu, don't I? Here, take this. You got the sea charts. That shows all the currents of the sea around here. If you follow it, you should be able to get to the crags of Issa here. That's where you'll find him. The legendary Mjolnir. Alright, I'm getting tired again.
Now I'm all horny for sushi.
You'll have to do some searching.
Man, if we were in Japan, I could just walk out the door, walk 500 feet, and get some pre-packet sushi from a convenience. There is a convenience store, like, not too far from where we live. And it's good if you want chips. They have a lot of chips. And probably every flavor of Fanta.
That's
But,
it's a delicacy here in America. Our chip selection is... Actually, think about it. Everywhere else in the world, they don't have the chips. Like, we have entire aisles dedicated to just chips.
And it's like you go to a snack aisle in another place, like you have a variety of snacks. So it's like chips are, like there is maybe a bag or two of chips. And those pizza chips they had in Japan were very good, but like here, that's all we fucking have. It's like every flavor of Dorito, every Lay's, and they're all the same. Like you just have different ones, but you got salt and vinegar, you got sour cream and onion, you have barbecue, you have ruffled and unruffled, and then maybe like light salt, and then regular.
We have like every flavor, and then Lay's was like, let's have a contest to create new flavors, and so you now have like beer and rum flavor bullshit.
And you know what we don't have? Fucking ketchup flavored chips. They have those in Britain.
Yeah.
What would you want to put on your chips? Ketchup, like your French fries. Like everybody likes ketchup on their French fries.
You're a fucking madman.
Fucking potato chips. Let's make them ketchup flavored. Everybody's gonna like them. They're good. Put ketchup on my chips, especially when they're like hot, like they're fresh out of a fryer. That's fucking awesome. But so like you go all the way down, and so we have our cheese curls. So we have our cheese doodles.
The
Our
charts say the tides allow only passes through these shallow waters for a limited time.
Oh,
You'll need to hurry and beat the tides.
oh jeez.
20 seconds. The tide is fucking up.
Overheat.
All right, so there are a couple of things you can do in this part in particular. So, like, I can go to this heavy dagger. So, like, I'm gonna run out of time,
Yeah.
but I'm fine with that because I want to collect these treasures.
All right.
I think there's some stuff that you can kind of only get here. I don't know. You failed.
I'm just thinking about like what I'm going to eat after this because I'm hungry, and it's like I don't care. I've had. Here's what I ate today: Raisin Bran Crunch, Fart Bar.
I know. I just smelt that.
It's because it piled onto the last one, and now there's nowhere for it to go.
In case you guys are wondering, the fart bars that you're referring to, what are they?
It's a oat and chocolate fiber 1 bar.
And basically, it just induces this.
Well,
almost.
it's got a lot of fiber in it, so it helps your
Yeah.
like it makes you regular, but it also makes you very farty.
And since I work around a lot of kids in general, I'm just sort of like, I try to stay away from it because I'm like, I really don't want to start crop dusting in.
We actually discussed this the other day,
Yeah.
and it's like
I know most people are like, fuck them. They smell anyway. But that's the thing.
they absolutely do too.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you fart in front of little kids, you'll lose them.
That's pretty much the end.
Because they're going to be like, yeah, he farted. And then anything you were talking about is completely gone. It's like, we're going to talk about the Holocaust. He farted.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to think of a gas the Jews
No,
joke, but
no.
that's just awful.
No, I saw it coming, and I was like, nah, don't. Just fucking just now.
It's like
I mean, you're literally working with
Oh well, yeah, and I am, and it's like, what's funny is the one teacher I'm working with at not at the Jewish school but the other school, she's Jewish. And did I show you that video of the guy who got his pug to he basically, instead of saying want to go for a walk,
Right, I know. He did the
yeah,
because he just
because he just wanted to. He was like, what do you say? His girlfriend said his dog is so cute, and he's like, what's the least cute thing that you could do?
Ugh, so close.
And so he was like, let's make the dog a Nazi. And then he was this is in Britain, and he was charged with
hate crime, yeah.
not hate crime, but just a gross offense. I don't think it was hate crime.
Right. Well, they were trying to classify it as such, and it was like he just barely won the case,
Did he win the case?
Yeah. Well, he won the
good.
appeal.
Oh, good. Because I remember everybody being like, "Is there no sense in the world anymore?" And it's like, yeah, I get it, but also at the same time, like when I watched the video, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of funny." But then I thought, like, working at that school, I was like, what would this teacher think if I showed her this video? Would she think this was funny? And
no, this is the thing. People don't stop to ask if the actual people that they're getting offended for are offended. They're just going to make the assumption that, well, if I was that person, I would be offended.
Yeah.
And that's like, well, you're not that person. So fucking stop it.
But at the same time, it's like, it's the kind of thing where it's like,
I'm not going to sit here and make fun of people.
No, I think...
But I will make fun of people who get offended for other people. Well, that's fucking crazy.
I thought about it and I was like, she wouldn't laugh at this. I don't think she would. And I don't think she would get like, I don't think she would particularly get upset about it.
Yeah. Got it.
But I think she would look at it and she'd be like, oh, okay. But I don't think she would think it was I don't think she would think it was funny. I don't think she would think it was in good taste. And that's like, to me, to think about that about a person and do like I finally kind of got it. I kind of got where people were coming from against this guy, because that's like, it is kind of funny. Like, it's funny you made your dog excited about something terrible, and that you even got him to do a Heil Hitler. Like, that's, well, see, and here's the thing. If that was it, I'd probably, that would probably be like on the line for me. I'd be like, okay, it's funny, you made your dog do the Hitler salute. But the actual fact that he made the dog excited for a genocidal phrase is, like, that's not cool. But it's still funny. But it's like, that's pretty bad. And it's not the kind of funny you can share with the people who are being made fun of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the Jewish community would look at that and be like, yeah, okay, no, we're giving them a pass because it's pretty funny. Like, they probably would with the producers. It's like, oh, yeah. Producers is funny because we're making fun.
I don't know if you see on my hands.
You breaking out?
I touched that grass.
Oh.
I pulled the trash cans out, and because they just cut the grass, I'm allergic to grass.
Yeah.
And I'm breaking out pretty bad on my hands. I was like, why am I itching? And it's like, oh, fucking grass.
Shit.
I know, Dylan, I know. We've got guests.
It's a nice bird sound.
That's a guild chip, ain't it? What would a guild want with me? Anyways, welcome. Come inside. Have some coffee or something.
Man, so either he makes regular... like, he doesn't have a ship. So he's, like, living out in the middle of nowhere.
He's the legendary mariner.
Well, and if he's the legendary mariner, where the fuck does he get coffee? Did he just bring a lifetime supply with him?
He probably only brought enough for guests.
It's pretty generous.
And
all
so
you do is eat fish.
We hope to ask the legendary mariner how to cross the sea. And now he's caught up on our story. Legendary mariner, huh? Are they still calling me that? My name is Kukuyus. Kukuyus.
Quiz.
I'm not a sailor.
Notice.
I haven't explored or reached the outer sea.
What?
What? Then you don't have a boat we can use? Well, I did come from the other side of the sea, but as a castaway, then you do know how to cross the sea. Please tell us. We have to cross it.
No.
Yeah, that's impossible. There's too many variables. No middle sea boat could make the trip. Besides, there's nothing worth mentioning out there. Yeah, right. Then where'd all those machines come from? If you got here, then there must be a way for us to get there. Please, Kukuyos,
Kukuyos.
tell us how.
Tell us how. Man, yep, no.
If you're that determined, then maybe there's a way.
Twinkle.
You must find a certain ship.
Let's find a ship. A very certain ship.
The Black Ship. Yes, you know it as the Black Ship.
I know it as the African American ship. Actually, that's like.
It's a large ocean-faring vessel. Holy shit. If you could get aboard it somehow, well, I tell you what, it's got cannons.
They kind of look like faces. It's a cool ship. It's like person of color's the right thing now, but it's like person of what color? Could I say person of black color?
I have no idea.
Well, it's like I say person of color. You know, I'm talking
doubt
about
this would
a
work.
minority, but you
here
don't
goes.
know.
See? I don't think we can stop it that way. Hey, something's moving. Hey, something's moving. Over there. Oh shit. Locked on target.
Yikes.
Get us out of here. Holy shit. It's like that fucking Alaskan boat shit. You ever watch that show?
Yeah, that was a cool show, and it was they probably still show it on Discovery like all the fucking time, but I remember when it was just coming out and it wasn't like overproduced.
Yeah.
Like it was just the actual story of these crab fishers or these salmon fishers or whatever they were doing, and it's intense.
And every time they'd be like, if they don't catch enough fish or enough crab,
It's fucking dunzo.
they're not going to be able to pay their workers. We have to be able to catch these crabs or else we're just all going to be poor and
Like
broke.
we might be able to pay our people, but we're not going to be able to pay for the boat or the
But
equipment.
every
and we're gonna
time-
lose our boat. Well, of course they're going to catch all that fish.
Hey, fella. How are you? Sorry I'm late. Today was God of War Day. That's how you sound. Hey, fellas. How are you? Sorry I'm late. Today was God of War Day.
God of War Day.
What is God of War Day?
I don't know. Like, did you get God of War today, and so you've been playing it? Or,
Yeah.
Or did you get it previously, and it's just today is the day you play the fuck out of it? Because I hear it's really good.
Phew, that was close. I guess it attacks anything that gets close to it.
And that attacks it.
Yeah, Momo.
Momo, good job.
We need a new plan of some sort. Nice. Like I just smoked 50 cigars. What should we do, Ryu?
Good question. What are we going to do, Mysterio? You're the captain now.
Do the captain job.
I just does what the captain says, eh?
Yeah.
You should probably talk it over with your friends before making up your mind, yeah?
It looks like the only way we're going to get across the ocean is on that ship. There's got to be something we can do.
Ooh, But,
Pafoo. After all that, he's still sound asleep. How does he do it? I'll tell you what. He stays up all night watching hentai. All night.
It's like, you'd think it was a sexual thing, but it's really, he's just interested in the anatomy. And so that's why he has such, like, he's not jerking it.
Yeah.
He's just legitimately curious. And he's evaluating the stories, and he's like, somebody's got to do it. It's like, I have a blog.
Don't look at me like that. It's not my fault, okay? Oh, it's you. What are you gonna do? Are we gonna go give up? No.
No.
Okay then, so now all we need to do is figure out a way to get on board. That ship, what if we rammed it?
Momo, god damn it, you're so smart. But sometimes, like, when you're starved for
If
ideas...
that dummy hadn't attacked it like that, it would have gotten angry and come after us, you know?
That's the thing. It's like, when you're done trying all the good ideas you have, you just have to start the bad ideas.
I don't think we have any trouble if we could just get aboard it, and that's the problem, isn't it?
No, you got it a while ago, but he's been playing it all day. One of the best God of War games. It's pretty insane. Yeah, they've been developing it for a while, and I hear Kratos tells dad jokes.
What? Ram it?
Alright, that's what I hoped you'd say. Leave it to me. I've always wanted to ram this boat. There's only one man for this kind of job, and that's me. Okay, Captain Sir, you just watch. I'll have you on the ship in no time. Well, my name's not Zeke.
See ya.
Oh, your name's Zangief.
Ramming the black ship. Use the controller to maneuver your boat. Build up speed with the run button and ram the black ship from directly behind. Be careful not to overheat your engine. It's a pretty catchy ass tune.
So you have to find the black ship and then ram it?
It's gonna come to the middle sea eventually.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is.
Oh, where? What?
There you go.
We did it.
That was pretty rough. I wonder if everyone's okay.
Well, we rammed her at full speed. Maybe you should go check on everyone.
That's right. You rammed the boat. You rammed the boat from behind as if it was never rammed before.
It felt like you were enjoying that a little bit.
That was a pretty big bump, eh, Ryu? Pico fell right off where he was sitting. Looks like our plan worked, eh? He looks so... You know, he's just like...
I'm very happy about it. Oh, Momo.
She's dead.
Mm.
Nope. That woke me up. Pico fell right on top of me. Momo looks alright as well. We're not going to worry about Pico.
Pico's always fine.
He bashes his head into things. Kukuyas. Usually, the black ships are completely automated. So if you get on that ship, then it'll take you back where it came from, the other side. And so that's how we did it. We could have just revealed this information to you, but we wanted to make it super dramatic for no reason. So I think if we get to the bridge, we could be able to figure out how the automated systems work. We'll have to look for the bridge, which might take a while, but we can always come back here to rest, right? Please choose 3 party members, not Nina.
Please choose 3 people that aren't Nina.
Ray, you're gonna have to catch up, buddy. Level 20.
Oof.
And Pico. Pico's a bit behind too. But Pico's like a fucking beast.
Still
Look at that
pretty good.
health.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah, it sounds like they took a lot of trouble to humanize Kratos.
Yeah.
And you're in the Viking land now. And, Jesus. You really just impaled yourself on it. Alright. But yeah, it looks good. Like, it's good enough that, like, I'll probably buy it at some point.
Main switch is off. Please activate the main switch before using the crane. Interesting.
Oh, this looks like this looks reminiscent of the interior of the ship that was washed up
Yeah.
that we got parts from.
Well, all the parts keep coming from overseas, so
Yeah.
it's giving you an idea of like what's kind of over there.
Makes sense.
The techno age. Arrow and platform number 3. Platform mover program.
Do I prefer digital copies or hard copies of games? So that's a good question. I like the convenience of digital copies. Typically they perform a bit better because they're like on the hard drive of the system, so loading times are less. And some systems, like with the Switch, it's just super convenient, so you don't have to like carry a bunch of cartridges around and stuff. So most of my games, like I only have 2 physical games for the Switch. Everything else is just on it.
I didn't think there would be an ID card. That's a good.
Nothing. With the PlayStation 4, pretty much all my games are also digital. I'm borrowing a copy of Persona 5 on a disc, and that's the cool thing. Is like, if you have the physical copy, you can let people borrow it, and if you like sell it at some point, you also have the game to sell, but you can't sell the digital copy of a game with the system. Which is a bummer, because it's like, oh man, I bought like several games and they cost the same as if I bought the physical copy, but just because I wanted it on the system, now I don't have something to sell back and get like, I don't know, $10 out of. So it's like, my favorite is like a combination of the two. So it's like you can buy the physical copy, but you can install it onto your system. Like the Xbox 360 was like that. Like you could install the copy of the game, and then you couldn't play it without having the disc in your system, but you benefited from the stronger load times. So I like that marriage, because then you have the physical copy, and especially if you have like a bookshelf, like if you have a nice like little shelf in your house or near your system, now you can display all the jewel cases, and that's fun because that gets to look nice. But yeah, like convenience kind of wins out for me.
Oh, our first battle. I was wondering whether it'd be monsters. No, it's just a fucking bitch archer.
Whatever the fuck you are, a bolt arch.
Nice. That was a lucky hit, buddy. Oh, he dodged that fucking boat. What? Aim at the feet. Splash damage, Momo. Car fucking was getting tired of his shit. Knocked him out of him.
That was funny, but no more.
He's like, that's funny, as he puts his Infinity Gauntlet back on.
Oh, that was the thing. It's like, it's the most recent thing that made me upset with Thanos. It's like, okay, you can kill half the people in the universe, but you have the Infinity Gauntlet. You could just double the amount of resources.
And someone said entropy, like there's a big, weird, like, of course there's an explanation for it, kind of explanation. But also, I feel like you could just say, well then just make it so people are sterile for a while.
Well, that was like, there's a lot that you could have done.
It's infinity.
It's the Infinity Gauntlet, right?
It controls reality. Once you do that,
those fucking jewels like made reality, so making more reality not that big a problem. Or like stealing from a dead dimension.
He's just a big he's a big dumb dude.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
and no spoilers.
Well, his whole goal was like before he had the Infinity Gauntlet, his goal was to eliminate half the life on every planet, or just general half the life on everything. So that is that's the best explanation I've seen, is that was what drove him to do what he did, and the Infinity Gauntlet was a means to an end. It wasn't like, oh, I can get this and now I can change what I was going to do. It was, this is my goal. It's always been my goal. I'm going to do it. And somebody likened it to other things that are like well-meaning, but also just essentially incorrect. So it's like, oh, building a wall between America and Mexico, or getting rid of vaccines, or killing your pregnant child because they've brought shame upon the religion, or just shit like that, where it's like you can have these bad ideas and still be dedicated to them and be an asshole and still be a person, which is what a lot of people liked about Thanos.
Yeah.
But I still think it's stupid. It's like classically he's like the Mad Titan because he is insane. Like that is his fundamental like attribute, is he is literally not right in his head. And there's nothing that you could do about it. He is not. He is a psychopath, and so that's why he does what he does. He's also very powerful because he's a mutant, or the Titan version of mutant. But
yeah,
dude's weird.
I have a mix of both digital and physical as well. In my bedroom, there's this big yellow bin, and it's filled with, I should bring that out for a stream.
Yeah.
Just go through it, because it'll take a lot. If you've played PC games before, it'll take you back to the past. There's a lot of stuff. So I want to go down that center hole. Now there's only 2 down ups here. Let's try 3.
I like the idea of like an automated ship, but I think it'd be cool if they had stuff like little robots running around, like little Roombas.
Yeah.
Because that's in Subnautica, when you start discovering the alien locations, they have these little crab things that are maintaining things. So like they clean shit up.
And I'm guessing this must
stuff.
be run on like a hydro power plant.
Yeah, probably, or maybe like a Chrism or nuclear.
Yeah, probably like
whatever.
like an enriched version of Chrism.
Mm-hmm. I've had a person tell me about like nuclear subs and
Nuclear vessels.
like
We're looking for nuclear vessels.
it's potentially like you could automate all the shit on the sub, and and then it would just keep going. Like
Underwater drone.
yeah, well it's like it won't like it doesn't have to stop. Like it's got like it's an unreasonable amount of time that machine can keep going, bearing unforeseen consequences.
Yeah.
And operate with guide.
Oh, it's a crane machine. Of course.
All right.
It's a crane machine.
But Oh, I think that's cool, but it's also scary because it's like if that's something that could happen, it's probably something that is happening. But it's like it's good to have people on them because that at least means they have to come up for air periodically, air and food.
Yeah. If this, like, if it does this and then it like loses it, I'll be like, yeah, that's.
Like, yeah, that's about right. Oof. Just drop it, huh?
Yeah. I messed up. Or maybe not. Oh no, I totally messed that up. So slow.
I'd own my digital games on my PS4 if I knew they were transferable, playable on the next generation console. See, that's fair. Like,
Yeah, I wish backwards compatibility was a thing. This is the longest crane.
because that's the thing. Like, you buy all these games. Like, I have games on the Wii U that I like. If I could play, if they had like Splatoon 1 on the Wii U or on the Switch instead of just releasing Splatoon 2. Like, then I could, like, transfer maybe Splatoon 1 to the Switch. But no, it's like, I have Mario Kart, but I can't transfer that. They have the deluxe Mario Kart for the Switch. So I have to buy all my fucking games over again. Like, just let me play the games I bought. But that's the thing. It's like you're paying for the convenience, I suppose.
Now we have a path across.
Okay.
Just one more time.
What's that last one gonna do for you?
I don't know. I think that one you can just break open. There's stuff inside. It
Like
looks
a
like that
pinata.
one is a grid square over.
When was the last time you hit a pinata?
I've never hit a piano.
Oh, okay. That's something that you'd want to do ever?
I'm not against it. I just never came up. I've watched other people do it.
Yeah.
I've been to parties where kids have done it, but I've never no one's ever bought a pinata for me to hit.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
I've done it maybe like... Oh, nice. I remember one birthday I asked for one, and then we'd done... This is a school memory. I remember our teacher bought us one, and then we tried like breaking it open, but it wasn't working. So she just like threw it up into the air and let it slam on the ground, and it burst. And then like everybody ran over to grab the candy like you do with a piñata. But apparently I was too good at it and I got too much. So they're like, Michael, you can't do that. You have too many things. I'm like, but I'm just good at piñata. Let me be good at this.
It's my birthday.
It wasn't my birthday, but
Oh.
it wasn't anybody's birthday. It was just special. But
Oh.
whatever. Now, well, that's the thing, is I just fucking buy candy now, but that was the fun of it. It's like you didn't know what was inside, and you got to hit something. So now that we're adults, we build and burn effigies. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, sure.
If you had to burn an effigy, who would you burn an effigy of?
Excuse me. I don't think I would.
Can't think of anyone that you'd want to build an effigy of so that you could set it on fire. Just for fun.
No.
Okay.
I don't have that kind of hatred for somebody. I'm annoyed. I can be extremely annoyed or upset with somebody, but I'd never be like, yeah, I want to burn this person alive.
Not them alive. You just want to show them how much you just don't like them.
Oh, I thought it was like a magic effigy. Like
no, it's
you poke it with a
like,
thing. And
no, like an
gets
actual
hurt.
effigy of just like, hey, I created this in your likeness so that I could celebrate setting it on fire.
That sounds like sounds pretty weird.
It's a pretty like it's a pretty like hateful thing to do, but it's also like, what would I like? I do. It'd be fun to do one of Rob Schneider. Like I could do that.
You hate him?
Rob. I don't absolutely hate him.
Wow.
I just find the idea of building an effigy of him and setting it on fire really funny.
Sorry, Rob. I don't know what his problem is, but
He's not a great person. But I don't like absolutely consume myself with the hate of it. I just think it'd be funny. It's like,
so speaking of hate and fire, we have a sponsor this time around.
oh, do we?
And we're gonna go right to a pre-recorded message. So hang tight.
Take a fucking piss.
Piss energy drink, the only energy drink with saturated fat. Now with 21% penis. Yeah.
How does it work?
Here, try some. It's quite simple.
The harmful chemicals in piss and the 21% penis is damaging to your body. Piss penetrates the tiny cells in your lungs, which spread into cancer, slowly mutating the gene that prevents normal breathing patterns. Every cup of piss is doing you damage.
Whoa, awesome!
Take a fucking piss.
Piss is not sold in stores. Please drink responsibly. Actually, do not drink piss at all. Do not take piss if you're sick, pregnant, man, woman, or any living being. Common side effects include diarrhea, vomiting, pain, itching, fever, soreness, diabetes, stroke, or seizure.
And there we go. Piss energy drink. The only energy drink with saturated fat. What did you think?
This is pretty good.
I made that 9 years ago. So that's a 9 no, it was not 9. It was probably like 7 years ago.
Okay.
8. Definitely 8. Counting because I was 21. Yes. I was 21.
Okay.
And we made piss energy drink.
Piss energy.
I think Biddy died. I have a lot of different skits like that, Biddy, and stuff I'd actually like to shoot more of. That we could just sit here and play and just sort of bounce over to. Random. I was actually waiting for you to come on so I could play that because I was like, I'm not gonna play it if Biddy's not on.
Exactly.
That's
what he tells me. Like half the shit that he wants to do, he just wants to do for Biddy.
And also.
It's like I'm just thinking, it's like, what would Biddy like? We want to make Biddy laugh. This is what.
And that was Kevin.
Yep.
Kevin, and then the other person, his name is Ryan.
Who's not dead.
He's not dead.
That's
he's just
unfortunate.
Yeah, Ryan Lohr.
Gone
I don't know.
forever.
He does the reenactments for. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was doing the reenactments for like investigative reporting shows. So like you'd have like an enactment of someone having their car stolen or. You know,
oh wait, so he actually does the
he records them.
So
and edits them.
Okay.
So he'll have like a crew go out and they'll film like someone getting their bike stolen or whatever, and it's like, and his bike was stolen. It's like a reenactment. So they'll do stuff like that.
That's neat.
Because news stations need.
Yeah, they need to be a role for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he was somebody that was when I was in college. I made that. So it was a long while ago. So I got a bunch of other stuff that I want to do and I want to play. I can't see how many people are actually watching because we don't have that ability yet on our end. We had it when we were just streaming to Twitch, but now we're doing the simulcast from Twitch and then to YouTube. So I have no idea who's even watching other than Biddy because he's talking. Can we do like a thing? No, I don't know. Those other people, I don't know who they are.
Yep. And it's like one of them's a bot, and then the other one's.
Yeah. Not gonna call. I don't call people.
We don't
out.
call people because apparently people really hate it when you do that, which is interesting. But because it's like, but I get it. You just want
to browse and not be a
Yeah.
part of the experience.
But I mean, hey, thanks for tuning in. If
Yeah.
you did and listening to our bullshit,
well,
we'll be here again.
Yeah, most def. I gotta go here because I gotta get up. I actually have to go to the other school in the morning that we went to on Monday.
That's right. You do have to do that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I have nothing to do tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I should go car shopping is what I should do, but
No, I got that, and then I got another school, and then I come
Alright.
back here, and then yeah, I got a lot of other stuff. But
okay.
anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for joining us, and let's bring this back up. So on Friday, not sure what kind of special. I
Playing some D&D, right?
yeah, if we can get it going.
Well, even if it's just you and me, like
Okay.
it'll be like I don't have anything particularly planned because I kind of want it like so I want kind of you to direct it, but I also need to think about like settings and characters a little bit. But for the most part, it's just going to be you playing your character and getting a feel for them and figure like I don't even know what your character's name is. Like that's something you're going to have to figure out.
Okay.
I don't know if you had parents or if you're an orphan like every other
All right.
character, but like those are the kind of things we're going to get into. We're going to be
Okay.
like, yeah.
I
So
think
it's
we'll-
going to be some improv.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
All right, then. So we'll see you guys again on the next Cursey Flush. And if you see me streaming at some random time, you're like, hey, are they streaming? I just do that. I'm playing hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades.
We're doing more pop-ins.
I'm just randomly dropping in, and that gameplay is just if I can read the chat and I can talk, but
Mhm.
I'm mostly not gonna say much.
Yep.
So
Because he's all consumed
I'm just enjoying the
by
game.
meat rage.
By meat rage. Anyway, enjoy the sound, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Take
Yeah.
care. Oh wait, forgot the button. All right, there we go. Now we can go.